Hey everyone, it's George Trombley with Japanese from Zero, and we are going to continue going down Japanese from Zero Book 4 lessons, and we have one more video on lesson 3, which has the most videos of every single lesson up until now. I meant to show you that screen, which I will do by properly clicking. We have had 5 videos so far for Book 4 Lesson 3. One was a bonus, the last one, which it seems like not everyone watched because about only half of you that watched the prior video, which led up to that video, watched it. So I would ask that you watch that video because it took a lot of time to make and it is a great reinforcement for what we learned in the 4th lesson in this video. Today, lesson number 97 in this series is, it appears to be, we are going to be adding soul to the end of e-adjectives and na-adjectives. We're going to learn the positive way to do it, the negative way to do it, and then a kind of really advanced thing that you can do that almost feels as powerful as what we did in using verbs to describe. But before that, let me just show you where you can get the book if you would like to get it. I did add book depository. Book depository is... that's where you get the book. It's got like free shipping to a bunch of crazy countries that are weird. I would say if you don't have Amazon in your country, maybe you're weird. Just saying. Hey, you can disagree with me in the comments, but yeah, you're weird. Also, I like to every now and then include some nice comments on the book. This one is actually a really nice one. Continues the excellent work of the previous books. If you've made it through books 1 through 3 and you're thinking, should I keep going to book 4? First of all, who thinks that? If you've already went through 1, 2, and 3, you're probably going to get 4. The answer is yes, definitely. The same good humor and pleasant style is woven throughout the book with plenty of practice questions and funny examples of Japanese. The author is very active on YouTube. I am? And social media, and is great at encouraging beginners to stick with the language and keep learning. I highly recommend this series. Book 4 is very good. I would argue, strangely enough, I like book 5 more than book 4. Book 5 is my baby, which just came out a few months back. All right, thank you very much. I should have put your name in the top there, but I didn't do it for space consideration. But thank you for that nice review. All right, let's do it, guys. What we need to do in order to make this, it seems like, or it looks like construction is, for e-adjectives, you just remove the e and add soul. Okay, so for example, we have this.
おいしい、おいしい。
All right, we all know that means delicious or tasty, and all you need to do, instead of saying directly that it's delicious, you can look at something and you can make an observation that it looks delicious.
寒そう、
Oh my god, I hit the wrong thing.
おいしそう、おいしそう。
All right, so all we did was remove the final E and add soul. Now you're saying it looks or seems delicious. This could be very handy. All right, let's do another one. All right, take a moment though, and I'm purposely not putting the English first when we first display because I want you to just kind of review the word. Do you know this word? A hint would be the opposite is karui.
重い、重い。
All right, this means heavy, and the looks heavy version is this.
重そう、重そ
You
う。
just remove the E and add so, and now you could see someone carrying a box, and you could say, hey, that box looks heavy. その箱は重そうです. Okay, you can use it right away in a sentence. All right, continuing on. All right, let's say someone has this emotion.
嬉しい、嬉しい。
I wasn't very happy a couple days ago. Just a quick thing. For like 2 days, I was sleeping like in 8-hour blocks. I would wake up. I would sleep for like 8 hours. I'd wake up. I'd take a shower. I'd be ready to do things. And then I'd be like, you know what? Screw this. And I would sleep again. And I did that for like 4 times in a row. And then I started getting this headache. And I was starting to worry, like, what's wrong with me? And I started consoling with a friend, my friend Colton. And Colton was like, no, dude, that's caffeine withdrawal. Because you know me, I don't even have any drinks with me right now, but I normally drink a ton of Japanese green tea, and it's got 60 milligrams of caffeine. I was hyped up on caffeine. And then when I stopped, my body was like, no. So I didn't look happy. I didn't look happy at all. I felt very bad. But once I drank about 2/3 of a bottle in the morning yesterday, oh my gosh, things were great. You would have probably said this to me.
嬉しそ
Yeah, I was pretty happy.
う。嬉しそ
All right, I looked happy. All right. Now we've done e-adjectives, but as you know, there is another type of adjective in Japanese. That is the na-adjective, or a little bit of a hint if you didn't know it, adjectives that aren't native Japanese words, like words that have multiple kanji in them without ending in an e, obviously, and just pure kanji words that are adjectives, gonna be a na-adjective. Any word from English, gonna be a na-adjective, in case you didn't know that. All right, so let's look at a few of them. All right, we've got this one. The opposite of this word is urusai. Urusai, which my wife says to me every now and then.
う。静か。静か。
My wife's often reading books on the couch, and I am every now and then a little bit loud.
Sample of pets on the couch from Audible. To get this book using one Audible credit, say buy this book. You can
Alexa,
use
stop.
Audible.
You're not my wife. I don't know why you would even try that. All right. Opposite of loud, noisy is,
静か。
all right, quiet. So if you're looking at somebody and you think, or a place, you're saying, oh, that place looks quiet. It's easy to do with na-adjectives. You just add so. Okay.
静かそう。静かそ
Okay. All right. Moving on. This is a good word. I don't know if you know it. I don't remember if we teach this. But if you watch any anime, you'll definitely know this
う。
word.
大変。大変。
This word can be translated as hard, rough. Oh no, it's all sorts of words like that. It's always it's not really a good thing when someone says taihen. All right. It doesn't necessarily just mean hard though. Okay, it can mean rough and all sorts of things like that. All right, but you can just say, oh man, looks like you're having a rough time.
大変そ
Maybe someone's like, they have like that, like they're nauseous, and you could tell, like they're like, oh, you know that. 大変そう. Oh my god, it looks, or they're carrying something really, really heavy, you know. Oh, 大変そう. Oh, that looks hard. That looks rough. You know, do you need help? Okay.
う。大変そ
Okay. Now, I could have said too, by the way, on that, let's say that they had hurt themselves and they were like wincing in pain. I could take itai, which means ouch in Japanese, right? But it's an adjective. It's an e-adjective. That looks painful would be itaso. Okay. All right. Here's a word that I don't think you guys know this one.
う。にぎやか。
Nah, you don't know this one.
にぎやか。
Lively. It's not busy like, oh, I'm very busy today. You couldn't say, oh, 今日は私はにぎやかです. You wouldn't say that. You would say 忙しい. But this is like a bustling type busy. Like, oh man, it was just so many people there. It was just very bustling. It's a good word. It's not a bad word. It's not like, oh my God, they were so busy today.
にぎやか。
Okay. Just add the so.
にぎやかそ
Okay. I think we're getting the hint. I think we know how to do it now, right? Now, let me give you one kind of possible thing that might trip you up. E. All right. We know E means good.
う。いい。
But we know that when we make E into negative, it's not ikunai, although you will hear it, especially in the Kansai area. You'll hear people say ikunai. Even in Tokyo, you'll say, oh, ikuna, but it's not official. Officially in Japanese, you're supposed to say yokunai, okay? So with E, anytime you want to take E, good, into any other format, it becomes yoi. And then you work from yoi. Okay, so if we want to say it appears to be good, pattern-wise, you think it would be iso. It's not though. It's unique. It's a irregular. Okay, it's
良さそ
okay. So you have to say saso. Now this saso thing is going to come up later on when we do the negatives. Okay, but this is a positive version using the saso. Now it's any verb, not any verb. Sorry, any adjective that uses E in it is going to do this, okay? If it's got the two E's at the end like that, okay? All right, so this is a word, honestly, I hear all the time. I mean, I don't know why. It just seems like I hear this every single day.
かっこいい
Sometimes I'm just walking down the street in Tokyo and I just hear,
かっこいい
and I turn and the girl's got like this red flushed face, like she's embarrassed that I looked at her. I don't know, it's just awkward. I hear this all the time.
かっこいい
If you want to say someone looks cool or seems cool, you don't really know if they're cool. You're assuming, you're guessing based on your observation.
かっこよさそ
Okay.
うかっこよさそ
Here's another one. I hear all the time. My teachers would say it all the time, just like every day, man. Just like every day, every minute. Like it'd be like, hey guys, just want to let you know, Joji wa.
う頭がいい
Just all the time. It's crazy. I was like, no.
頭がいい
Now, this directly translates to head is good, right? But it just means smart, bright, intelligent, all right? By the way, no, I never hear those words, just for the record. I'm just joking with you guys. All right, so how would you say, now just remember the rule. How would you say they seem smart? Say it out loud. Ready? Were you ready? Did you say it? I didn't hear it. I didn't hear you guys say it. Maybe you didn't know it.
頭が良さそ
Okay, 頭が良さそう. I mean, this is pretty easy because it's really just yoi, always becoming yosaso in this format to mean looks like or seems like. All right. Now let's test a little bit. What is this? We'll make a little bit of fun here. What is this? Is ramen, right? So we have ramen here. So what about this ramen? It looks delicious. It looks delicious, right? So we could say oishisou, right? But that's not what we're going to do. This is what we're going to say. Translate this.
うそのラーメンは辛そうですそのラーメンは辛そうです
Okay. Now imagine that the ramen is sitting in front of your friend. You just both ordered. You got the normal miso ramen, and he got what's called kara miso. Kara miso. Spicy miso ramen. Okay. So that ramen looks spicy. All right. Now imagine that you're in a park and you see these two lovely guys. Oh, come on. That is adorable. I just want to like dive in between them and hug them both. They're just so cute. All right. What about them? What about this dog and cat? Now you might not know the underlying word, so I'm gonna give it to you first. It's naka-ga-ii. Naka-ga-ii means they have a good relationship or they get along. Okay, so that's what this is. What is this?
あの犬と猫は仲が良さそうです
Right? Based on our observation, it appears that dog and cat seem to get along well.
あの犬と猫は仲が良さそうです
All right. Now imagine this scenario. You have this. Let's see who should it be? Let's make it the guy. The guy. He's got all these boxes. He's getting ready to move. He's wrapping them all up. Why on earth he's done the fold up thing and then puts tape on them? That's ludicrous. That makes no sense. And then the girl comes along and she says to him,
大変そうだから手伝うよ
Now remember that taihen doesn't just mean hard. It generally is used for any situation that is difficult. Okay? So, what is she saying to him?
大変そうだから手伝うよ大変そうだから手伝うよ
Okay, taihen so means, in this case, the best English translation would be, it seems like it's a lot of work there. So I'll help. Tetsudao yo. I'll help you. All right? All right. Now, we have a teacher. Looks very friendly, doesn't she? She looks pretty kind. We could just say, she seems kind. We don't know. This could be a menacing face. Like she's like, who of you doesn't want to die. And she's pointing to the one that's going to die with a menacing look. But she's not doing that. She's kind. But she looks kind. We don't know. But she looks kind. She's 優しそう right? 優しそう Yasashi means kind. 優しそう okay? But that's not what we're saying. Let's see what the students said. This is from the student's perspective.
先生は最初怖そうだったけど、本当は優しいです。
Right?
先生は最初怖そうだったけど、本当は優しいです。
Okay. 先生は最初怖そうだったけど、now we have done something that we haven't done before. We've made it past tense. If you just said 怖そうです, it means they seem scary. But with past tense, we're saying the teacher looked scary. Past tense, you can do that with any of these, okay? So look scary at first, but 本当は優しいです. She's actually kind. 優しい is a fact. You're saying that she's kind. 怖そう is a guess based on your observation that she appears scary. All right. Now we're going to do the negatives, okay? How do we make these negative using an e-adjective? All right, let's go ahead and look at one. So we've got 美味しくない.
美味しくない。美味しくない。
I don't know why I said it because I have a recording. All right, not delicious, right? So you're looking at some food. It kind of looks, it doesn't look good, right? It doesn't look good.
美味しくなさそう。美味しくなさそ
Never say this to anybody that cooks something, unless you're joking.
う。美味しくなさそう。
Unless they know it's a joke too. All right. So really what we're doing, if you think about it another way, is we're not minusing the nai and then making nasaso. You could think of it as we're dropping the e and adding saso, just like we did with yoi, good, to become yosaso. The key difference is yosaso is positive, looks good. When you use nasaso normally, it's used on the negative, okay? Nasaso, okay? All right?
重くない。
Not heavy.
重くなさそう。重くなさそ
All right?
う。嬉しくない。
Not happy.
嬉しくなさそ
Hopefully I'm not going too fast. I just know there's a lot of content still. There's like a lot in this video.
う。嬉しくなさそ
And you know that I know the contents very well because this is my second time doing it. First time I forgot to hit record. Nice. All right. So now what we're going to do is do it with na-adjectives. Now, na-adjectives, you just don't freak out at all. It's not hard. It feels long, but it's just the same thing you've always been doing. You're going to drop the e and add saso onto a thing that you are very, very commonly aware of. Commonly aware is a weird thing to say. But you already know how to make na-adjectives negative. You just add janai, right? So shizuka means quiet, right?
う。静か。
This should actually be like shizuka janai. That might have made more sense. But because really what we're doing is we're dropping the e and adding saso,
静かじゃなさそ
right? Doesn't look... So maybe you're looking at a place with a bench and a table, but because there's a lot of construction around the area, you're like, man, that doesn't seem too quiet over there,
う。静かじゃなさそ
right? Or you can use this about a person. A person can be a quiet person too. But maybe you look at them and their clothing are all really aggressively colored and, they've got like spiked jackets. And you're like, well, I don't know. They don't look like they're going to be quiet. I don't think they don't look quiet to me. All right.
う。大変。
Okay. Maybe someone is coming up the stairs and you have two opinions. You have a friend. Oh man, it looks hard. It's so, taihen so, that person coming up the stairway. Oh man, it looks hard because they're carrying a box up the stairway. But you notice that the box looks really light and you're like,
大変じゃなさそ
it doesn't seem too bad. Looks like he's got this one. All right. Just using our same adjectives
う。にぎやか。
and
にぎやかじゃなさそ
all right. Now you're probably saying, oh my God, what about E? What's going to happen with E in the negative because it already had that special, I don't know.
う。いい。良さそ
Think about it. Just think about it for a second. How do you say not good?
Yoくない。
How do you say doesn't look good?
よくなさそ
Yokunasaso. Okay? So it's just like everything else. Drop the e, add saso. Or take away the nai and replace it with nasaso. Either way, whichever way you remember, it's fine. All right, now let's do some example Q and A. All right, here we go. So the way example Q and A works is we're going to give one question, and then there's multiple possible answers to that question, okay? So what does this mean?
う。あのレストランに行きませんか？あのレストランに行きません
I'm
か？
pretty sure this entire sentence could have been done in book 2. I believe this is a book 2 thing. So, あの restaurant, that restaurant over there, to it, using the ni particle, 行きませんか? When you have 行きませんか or a ませんか type format question, they're asking a negative. It's a suggestion. They're like, hey, why don't we go to that restaurant? It's literally why, won't you go to that restaurant with me? It's a suggestion. Okay?
あのレストランに行きませんか？
All right. So let's look at this one. Look at this possible answer.
あそこはきれいじゃなさそうです。
It's important to remember that kirei has two meanings. Kirei can mean like a physical appearance, pretty, like on the side of like beautiful, pretty, like, oh, she's very pretty. But it can also mean clean. So it would be weird to say, oh, hey, do you want to go? How about we go to that restaurant? And then you go, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's very beautiful. It's kind of weird to say that, right? Or pretty. But cleanliness, absolutely. That place doesn't look clean. So one thing I want you to keep in mind, because that can mean both things, literally, a girl could be ugly but kirei. Just because of that mean. Like, 彼女は不細工だけどkirei desu. You could say that. You say that, right? It might, I feel like if you heard that you would think, she's ugly on the outside but beautiful on the inside. I don't know. Let's not judge. All right, next one. Next possible answer.
人は多くなさそうですね。行き
I
ま
mean,
しょ
really,
う。
personality is most important. It's the most important. I mean, I'm just thinking about every girl I've ever dated. It's always about the personality. Because one of the cutest girls I ever dated, not such a good personality. You know? All right.
人は多くなさそうですね。行きましょう。
All right. So these are all things that we should know. Oku nasaso, reverse engineering that. We know that that's oi. Oi means many. So what is not many? What appears there not to be many of? People.
人は多くなさそうですね。行きましょう。
I mean, honestly, a restaurant, that could be a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe it's not a good restaurant. That's why there's not many people. So maybe, theoretically, you could have said, 人は多くなさそうですね。やめましょう? Let's not. Let's quit that idea.
家族向けじゃなさそうです。
Now, this one, I don't think we know this word, 家族向け. But it's a good word to know.
家族向けじゃなさそうです。
So this first part, is just like, kind of a thought moment for the person. 家族 means family. Muke means geared. So family-oriented, family-centered. You know, it doesn't seem like it's very family-friendly. That was the word I was looking for. 家族向け. All right?
家族向けじゃなさそうです。
All right. Now, let's get to the most important part of this. The base we need to know how to make adjectives into this appearing as. But the end result, whether it's an e-adjective or a na-adjective, is it ends with so. You can now use that completed, looks like this or looks like that, doesn't look like this, doesn't look like that, and you can make that directly modify a noun. Okay? You'll see what I mean in just a second. Look at this.
おいしそうなケーキ。
What do you think that means?
おいしそうなケーキ。
It's very different from oishii keiki. It's very different from saying, these two phrases are very different. If you say, このケーキはおいしいです. If someone says that, they ate the cake. You absolutely know that they ate the cake. If they said, このケーキは美味しそうです, they didn't eat the cake because they just think it looks delicious. If they had eaten it and they thought it was delicious, they would say, 美味しいです. When they don't know, but they're guessing based on their observation, okay? Whether it's the face that you make while you eat it, maybe you eat it and you go, man. Then they could say, 美味しそうですね. It certainly looks delicious, okay? So what are we saying here when we say,
美味しそうなケーキ。
it's a delicious looking cake, okay? What about this one?
古そうな家。古そうな家。
What kind of house is it? An old looking house, okay? All right?
幸せそうな家族。
Okay. Now, we had ureshi earlier, and just remember that ureshi is more kind of in the moment happy. It's not like happy life level, okay? That's what shiawase is used for. And shiawase is a na-adjective. That's why it's shiawase so. What kind of family is it? Shiawase so na kazoku.
幸せそうな家族。
A happy looking family. All right? Final one.
頭が良さそうな人。頭が良さそうな人。
Just don't let the yosaso trick you up. That's just good. Atama ga yoi, atama ga yosaso. Okay? So it is a smart looking person. Now the key takeaway from this slide is that up top we have two e-adjectives. Then we have shiawase, which is a na-adjective. Then we have that irregular e becoming yoi. But what are they all in the end? They all have been transformed into na-adjectives. Even though there's e-adjectives and na-adjectives, they all become na-adjectives. Okay? All right. Now let's do it. Oh yeah, this one. Okay. Here, go ahead and read. Let's see.
美味しくなさそうなサラ
Sorry,
ダ。
I lost my train of thought just for a moment because there's another slide coming up. 美味しくなさそうなサラダ. So this is now just the negative. So as long as you know how to say it doesn't seem tasty, you can modify the object
美味しくなさそうなサラダ。
with na. Now it's only a little bit weird because there's two na's in there, but that first na is the kunai na. And this is the na that you use at the end of a na adjective.
美味しくなさそうなサラダ。
An unappetizing salad. Okay? All right, what about this one?
楽しくなさそうなパーティー。楽しくなさそうなパーティー。
Okay? A seemingly boring party, which is probably every party I've ever thrown. All right, next one.
簡単じゃなさそうなテスト。
It's not true, though. I have like an awesome karaoke setup, karaoke. Got lights. Got a fog machine here.
Let's kill this love. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ram-pa-pam-pa-pam-pa-pam.
It's definitely tanoshisou party for me.
簡単じゃなさそうなテスト。
All right. I don't wish this on anybody, but a seemingly uneasy test. All right. Now, let's get a little bit deep here just for a second. Just a second, okay? Now, I apologize. I don't have sound for the final two of these. I have requested that the sound get recorded from my wife, but I'm sure she's not awake yet. I added these in a final edit of this because I realized something, and I'm going to show it to you. So this one's pretty straightforward.
よくなさそうな映画。
A seemingly bad movie, right? I don't even know if this makes sense to say, but hey, I'm working with the word eiga here. A seemingly bad movie. Yoku nasaso. There's other things you'd probably say about a movie. For example, you'd probably say it's omoshiroi or not omoshiroi more than e for a movie. You could say e eiga desu. It's a good movie. Most of the time people say omoshiroi for movies, okay? So if you want to say, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's interesting, right? Omoshiroku nasaso. Oh, yeah, I don't have the sound. Omoshiroku nasaso na eiga. Okay? A seemingly uninteresting movie. Now, here's where I realized when I was making this. This will blow your mind just a little bit. Now, tsumaranai is not a conjugated e-adjective. By itself, it already has a negative sound to it, right? tsumaranai. Tsumaranai means not. By itself means boring. It's not something. You could say not boring, but then it would become tsumaranakunai. Okay? So that's why this is a normal e-adjective, just dropping the so. If you want to say a seemingly boring movie, you have to say tsumaranaso na eiga. Now, there are some of you, I'm going to give you a little bit of a bonus thing right here. You can throw this away if it's too much for you right now. There are many other things that so does. We're only touching one of them right now. Let's take atsui. Okay? So if I want to say something appears hot, atsu so desu. It looks hot. I don't really know, but I have observed it, and the steam coming up off of that bowl, to me, atsu so desu. It looks hot. But there's also one where you don't remove the e. It's a completely different meaning. Atsui so desu. When you say atsui so desu, the meaning isn't it looks hot. The meaning there is apparently it's hot. You've made no observation. You have no first-hand understanding of it. You heard it from somewhere. So often when you hear something with so desu, it would be that. Because we're going to do, eventually, there's more things coming up with so. This is not the one that is not the one where someone else said it. It's only you. Okay? So keep that in mind. For example, tsumaranai so desu. That would mean you heard from somebody that the movie was boring. But if you said tsumarana so desu, now it means I think it's going to be boring based on what I've seen. All right? It seems boring. All right, let's do some example Q&A now that I've probably just blown your brain up. Hopefully I didn't. Hopefully you'll grab that. All right, let's go ahead and do another Q&A. Here's the question.
新しい先生をどう思いますか？新しい先生をどう思いますか？
Okay, so what do you think of the new teacher? Okay, what's this?
真面目そうな先生です。
Okay, so majime means serious. It's a na-adjective. So we just add so to say seemingly serious, looks serious, and then we use that to directly modify teacher. He is a serious looking teacher.
真面目そうな先生です。
Okay? This could have been a he or a she, okay? All right, what about this one?
明るそうな先生だと思います。明るそうな先生だと思います。
Now you might not know akarui in the sense of personality, but it's a bright personality is someone that's cheerful. Okay, so the opposite would be you could be kurai. You could be a dark personality, right? You can have someone that's kind of always down. So he looks. I think he is a cheerful looking teacher.
明るそうな先生だと思います。
Okay. All right. Now we're going to do a negative one.
怖くなさそうな先生です。怖くなさそうな先生です。
He doesn't seem like a scary teacher. So I don't have to say he's a seemingly not scary teacher. When you're translating, when you're learning a language, often you mess up the English because you're doing these direct literal translations back from Japanese. And even when sometimes I make these PowerPoints, I do the same thing because I'm trying to show what it does. But you can make it so that the meaning is the same. He doesn't seem like a scary teacher. Scary teacher isn't in this, right? If you're thinking about this literally, you're thinking, Kwai sensei. I'm going to give you one. I just thought of it. I could say, Kwai sensei, janasasou desu. Bonus. Kwai sensei, a scary teacher, janai, isn't, right? Janasasou desu. You can use janai and make the janai itself become negative or seeming. It's already negative. Janasasou desu. All right. Sorry, man. I pumped on way too much. I need to hold back. All right. By the way, guys, do you like Japanese games? Because I'm playing a game right now on my personal channel, George Trombley channel, called White Day. Now, I want to warn you, I do curse a lot because I'm very scared playing this game, but also because I normally curse in my normal life. But if you like games and you have a ton of time to kill and want to watch me struggle a little bit with Japanese, watch White Day. A lot of times in the beginning of the video, I am reviewing stuff that I've learned. So you can find a link down below that'll probably show you how to skip that. If you want to just get to the gameplay, I invite you to come hang out with me. I always do them live, and that will be, I don't know, tomorrow or so I'll do another one. All right. Also, by the way, do you like travel? Please check out my other channel. It has exploded. As of yesterday, we finally hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm very excited. It's the fastest growing channel I've ever had, even faster than this channel's growth. It's amazing. The reason why it's amazing is because Mike, our editor, is phenomenal. He's an artist. He really knows how to make something fun. Check it out, Adventures in Asia. That's it for this video. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Oh, you guys are still here? Man, I thought you'd be like laying on the floor curled up in a ball at this point. Hey, check this video out right here. YouTube recommends it if you still have brain power left. But I do want to also ask that if you have not seen the 5th video in this lesson, The Hipster, it's a short story. It's fun. Check it out. It's here. And also, why not subscribe? I am trying to get to 200,000 after all. Thanks, guys. See you next time.